Oh, good morning, November 2nd, Monday morning. I was reading Lionel's blog today, Lionel's post. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lionel Nation, broadcaster, lawyer out of New York. Title of his blog is The Eve of Destruction. And let's hope that isn't totally correct. But you never know. I see Washington State or Washington D.C. They're everything's boarded up. Journalist was down there with the camera this morning at 8 o'clock, and everything's boarded up. It's interesting because some of the big corporations that donated to the Black Lives Matter terrorist organization have boarded up their stores. They realize that they're not going to be immune, even though they kicked out thousands of dollars to those clowns. So we'll see what happens. We should know, we'll have a rough idea tomorrow night. Of course, Pennsylvania is saying it could take days to count the elections. Well, they better get more counters, right? That's sort of crazy. See how this all ends up. It's interesting, someone once said, democracy sounds like a good idea until you see who's voting. I'm not sure who said that. It's been attributed to a great leader, but can't find any verification of it anywhere that he actually said that. So I'm saying somebody said that because it is a cool statement. The democracy, in a sense, is an illusion. But for those people who really are in the illusion and believe the illusion, you don't go rioting, burning buildings, destroying things if who you are supporting loses, sort of thing. Reading an article this morning where some fellow told his mother, if you vote for Republicans, you're no longer my mother. Think about that. Was there really a family there? It's sort of crazy. And I guess, what can you say? I think not all my family thinks the same way as I do. I don't disown them for their way of thinking. I don't think they disown me. That's just the way it is. But you have to ask yourself, the people who are taking that stance and saying, wow, if you do that, we're no longer talking to you. You're no longer any member of my family. Do you want those kind of clowns with that philosophy running your country? And in effect, leading the Western world? Well, I don't. I suppose that's a question that our friends in the States have to make right now. Some of them realize that this vote is so important, not just for America, but for the rest of us. Even though people don't sort of buy into that. I get this vision of who do you want to be your leader? A guy who's got a diaper on his face as he's speaking to his audience, or a guy who can sort of, still in his 70s, hustle up the stage and do a bit of a dance and look at you straight in the eye. It is intriguing. Another image that keeps floating into my mind is all of these leftists, these globalists, how they have thrown saddles on this Wuhan bug, and Schwab and everybody from the IMF and the World Economic Forum, Bill Gates, Fauci, our Prime Minister Trudeau, they're all saddled up and riding on these Wuhan bugs, riding in, trying to sort of change the world. Talk about illusions. I think this Wuhan bug has proven to be what it is. I was reading an article from this morning where a fellow's friend had just passed away from bowel cancer. But shortly before his death, they had found that he had tested positive for the virus. So they didn't call his death by cancer. They called it death from the Wuhan waltz. That's too much. Sort of crazy. So it's going to be interesting. I trust you're not in a place where you're going to get in the way of all the twits. Another thing I found interesting, the FBI, Biden was in Texas, and some Texans, as Texans will be wont to, got in their pickups with flags and Trump flags and followed the bus and drove in front of the bus and sort of surrounded his bus on the highway. Didn't drive him off the road. There's several lanes on the highway, so you pick your lane, right? Biden canceled that rally, and an article out that the FBI are investigating that. There's also a rally in California, Trump rally, a Republican rally, and some guys dressed in black with combat fatigue paraphernalia started actually physically attacking them. So the police stopped the rally because they were inciting violence by having a rally. They didn't sort of arrest the pounders. And I haven't heard if the FBI is investigating that. Why? Only a few people got hurt and they were Trump supporters. That's not a big deal. That's supposed to be expected. Hey, but if you follow a bus, hey, we're going to investigate you. The system sucks sometimes. Some system sucks. But anyway, just a quick one today. I will probably have a couple of links in the discussion, in the description section. There's a good one, a couple of older fellows talking about the possibilities of this reset. And a lot of people talk reset and they don't know what the hell they're really talking about. And I think for everybody, it's sort of a guess because we're not sure what's going to happen. But I'll post a couple of those sort of links just to so you get a view. And if you haven't heard of Lionel, maybe I'll put Lionel's Eva Destruction in. Different concept. Take care. Bye for now. And I'm not sure when we'll do the next one. If we'll wait till after, we might do it tomorrow, just to keep things copacetic and on track. Take care. Bye for now. We'll see you again.